Hey everybody, Hostrone here. It's Release Day Wednesday or Preview Wednesday, whatever you want to say. So, To the Journey is currently being spoiled. If you haven't already, go to the website. You will see my article that I have put up along with an attached deck list. That deck list is what we're going to look at today and talk about. Specifically, though, the three cards that are spoiled today, we have Optimized Performance Venue, Seek Sporocystian Lifeform, and Track Mutated Crew. I have put these simply in alphabetical order, but in the article we talk about them in a different order, but it doesn't really matter. Let's just take a look at them. The first thing we notice is that they all have 5 icons each, which is a lot. 2 out of the 3 require diplomacy and leadership, and then Optimized Performance Venue just requires engineer. Seek Sporocystian has a cunning requirement, and then over here we have Track Mutated Crew. If you've already read the article, then I don't really need to rehash what we're talking about vis-a-vis strategy with them. But if you haven't read the article yet and you're watching the video first, that's fine. What these 3 missions allow us to do is together they are all under 30 points, and they all share a Cardassian icon on them. And so therefore, if we have 3 other missions that also have a Cardassian icon and are under 35 points, then we can utilize them together with Know Your Enemy in order to get that additional card draw, right? Specifically though, Optimized Performance Venue is kind of our linchpin here because of its ability to get us up to 40 points. We can get 40 points with Optimized Performance Venue and then do 30 on 2 other missions, and it can even be these 2 other missions because these 3 together will get you to 100 points. Their mission, the mission requirements are incredibly tight of just needing diplomacy, leadership, engineer, bioexo. These are all common skills that you should almost always have anyway. I just need a person of 2 different genders, but whatever. The 3 range, 4 range means that they are not difficult to get to. Seeding Seek Sporocystian Lifeform means we have access to Caretaker's Array, even though we are also we're also going to seed Make New Home, which also has that Cardassian icon that we need. And so we can have Caretaker's Array along with a New Earth, right? So that's the really kind of key thing that Seek Sporocystian Lifeform is opening up for us, is the ability to play a Make New Home, New Earth deck, but then also be able to seed a Caretaker's Array to seed a ship, such as Voyager or what have you, right? So, again, here's the deck list. There are 2 other missions that are in the deck. They have not been spoiled yet. They will get spoiled on, I believe, Monday. Monday. They are less than 35 points. They have a Cardassian icon on them. They're very interesting, and I don't want to talk about them anymore. Other than that, they still allow us to be able to do our thing. And so we can homestead here and so forth. We have 12 seed cards, and we just got to do 3 missions pretty quickly here. Here's the personnel grouping. And then our trick for getting 40 points out of our Optimized Performance Venue is that we have a bunch of Stephen Hawkings. We have going to the top to get us Admiral Riker. Admiral Riker gets us the Enterprise A, and the Enterprise A gets us Captain Spock. Riker and Spock each have music. So we pull music off of 7 of 9 as well, and then 1 can copy that off of her. So he sort of has music, the Doctor has music, Tuvok has music. There's actually quite a decent amount, and then of course everyone's favorite clarinet player, Harry Kim, has music. So there's plenty of music to be found. Stephen Hawking's random holographic music is very interesting. So our preferred thing to do though is we're going to use Curator Quarren or what have you to get ourselves the holo projectors onto optimized performance venues. So that way our Stephen Hawkings can help contribute as needed, though it's not necessarily necessary. As a practical matter, I'm just going to say it now. One of the other two missions that is not shown here is actually the deck's preferred second mission, not to do Track Mutated Crew or Make New Home. It's actually to do one of the other ones. These other two missions, at least one of them is a space mission, and so that's kind of our preference, is to do Seek Sporocystean Lifeform, do the other space mission, and then finish on Optimized Performance Venue. So you'll just have to take my word for it. Like when we do our fishbowl here, that we can get to that other mission, that we can attempt it, we can solve it, and it's a space mission, etc., etc., right? So you guys have to take my word for it. Now, the most interesting thing about this deck, and about the fact that Seek Sporocystean Lifeform now exists, now that Seek Sporocystean Lifeform now exists, we have the ability to play a Make New Home deck, not have to play Liberation, and now have Caretaker's Wave be a lot better. I mean, when you played Liberation, you could still do it, obviously, but Liberation really isn't really that great of a mission, because it, is a mission that only has 3 icons on it. Granted, it is worth the 3 points, but since it only has the 3 icons on it, it doesn't really work well with like Know Your Enemy and the Know Your Enemy Homestead combination here. So now that we have Seek Sporocystean Lifeform opening that up to us, again, the fact that it has the 5 different icons, and obviously like the Fed icon, if you're not playing any Feds, that one's the easiest one to match up. It's so easy to match it up, right? And then you've got Klingon, also pretty easy to match up. And then, of course, Vidian and Hirogen are also very easy to match up. So this mission right here, it's actually incredibly easy to match, to come up with a mission suite where you've got the icons you need. The 6 missions you're going to have available to you once the set comes out is already like all you need. I mean, because if you're, because if you're playing basically any non-Cardassian affiliation, you can basically play these 6 missions and you're just good to go, right? Like Make New Home is probably where you want to start, etc., etc. So, yeah. Track Mutated Crew, with its Fed and its Cardassian, also is pretty easy. Track Mutated Crew also has the Kazon, so if for whatever reason you want to be playing something other than Kazon, but the missions you want to play with have Kazon, then this one opens up to that one. But to me, all 3 of these missions are just absolutely spectacular. It's the reason why I chose them to do one big combined article and one big combined video on it, is because I feel like these 3 cards might be the best cards in the set. Period. Right? In a few weeks, I will put out my set review video where we go over every card and we grade it. These 3 cards will all be, I can tell you right now that all 3 of them are going to get good grades. Like, Seek Sporocystean Lifeform with its like ability to be a space mission that you can see Caretaker's Array, and it opens up the flexibility of a whole bunch. I mean, I haven't really gone fully down the rabbit hole yet of like all the different ways that it could be useful. But the fact that it seeks Sporocystian life form is then a space mission that you can seed Caretaker's Array at, so that you can pair it with Kyrian Planet, because Kyrian Planet, the History Museum, the time location says if you did not seed Ocampa, but this is not Ocampa, right? Yeah, I believe that's what it says. So I believe that you can still pair these two together, right? If you did not seed Ocampa, this is Ocampa Station. It's not Ocampa, right? So you can play Caretaker's Array on Seek Sporocystian life form with the history, the Kyrian History Museum. So then that way you can actually start with 2 ships at the start of the game, which is fantastic. Obviously, a big one for those kinds of decks is like the USS Dauntless in non-aligned mode. There's a lot of decks where you can start with, like say Kazon Warship Voyager, and then seed Caretaker's Array to seed the USS Dauntless, and that's like all the Kazon deck would need to be able to go into solver mode and be able to do a pretty good job. Now, granted, Kazon aren't going to be able to attempt Seek Sporocystian life form without help, so that's something to keep in mind. But I'm just spitballing here. Obviously, Vidian get a huge boost with Seek Sporocystian life form here. That they can do the same thing. They can have the Kyrian History Planet with the time location, download a Vidian cruiser to start the game, and then seed Caretaker's Array and seed another Vidian cruiser. Vidians might actually, with Seek Sporocystian life form and that and so forth, they might be able to like put a 3-ship warship deck together, an outpost hunting deck together with this mission. So I think I think 4.5 or 5 is what this mission's going to get. Optimized performance venue and its ability to give you 40 points with music, and then of course naturally if you seed the Resican flute here, those like same 4 or more music are going to give you like another 16 points. So with just the 4 music present, this mission goes to 56 points. 40, 20, and then 20 for the music, and then another 16 for the Resican flute. So this is going to get a 4, 4.5 as well, and then Track Mutated Crew and its ability to work with Primal Urges means that you can put this mission into any deck that's able to put it in without screwing something else up. So as long as so you can just put this in there, then you can play with your Let Me Help, and then you can play with Primal Urges, and you can like get 4 personals sent off to the Delta Quadrant, and that's going to put a lot of pressure on the opponent to ever be able to retrieve them. Like, I don't think that we're going to be able to retrieve them, right? And so naturally, if you put Track Mutated Crew in a deck that's playing with Let Me Help, and then the Primal Urges, and you put, say, Primal Urges in front of, Temporal Causality Loop, that gets extremely difficult, to be able to pass that, to pass the Temporal Causality Loop. And so the Primal Urges relocates the people, discards, they hit the TCL, then the Primal Urges goes back underneath again, and then they're going to send another 4 personnel off to the Delta Quadrant. So if they're not in the Delta Quadrant, it gets very hard for them to recover those people. And even if they are in the Delta Quadrant, they got to waste time going to get them. Right? So I think that's pretty powerful. Track Mutated Crew is going to get a 3.5 to a 4, probably. So, all right, that's enough talk about that. Let's actually go into it. So we're playing against Patty's recent deck here, where he's doing joint operation. It's a cool deck. Props to Patty. I apologize in advance, Patty, if I screw up playing your deck. I mean, that's just how it is. Like, it's not my deck. I literally just found it here just a little bit ago. I was like, oh, that's cool. Let's theoretically play against it. So we put our dilemma combos out for that deck to face, and we're gonna kind of just do this in two parts. We're not interacting with them. They're not really interacting with us vis-a-vis dilemmas. So we're gonna just fishbowl our side. Then we're going to turn around and then we're going to showcase the dilemma combos and have Patty's deck kind of go up against our dilemmas so you can kind of see what we're trying to do with it. So we've shuffled. We'll go ahead and draw our 7. All right. So we will play Neelix in Fed mode for free with a new Earth, and then we're going to just oh yeah, we would have discarded. No, we won't. We don't even have that in play. What am I thinking? Then we'll just play. No, we'll not do that. We will play Noah Lessing. Yeah, we'll play Noah Lessing as our card play. And then we will do Defend Homeworld, and we will do that. We'll go into the deck. We're going to grab Lewis Zimmerman with the rods, and then Defend Homeworld is just going to get us, I think, just Tuvok. I think we can just get Tuvok. And then we will have that grab Space-Time Portal. Well, that's right. No, we get Tabor. We just download Tabor because he activates Ancestral Vision. All right. Oh, yeah, we're not going to have 2 command stars. So he's just going to beam down, and then we have our end of turn card draw. We will have our Know Your Enemy card draw. We will have our Ancestral Vision card draw. Alright. So then we go to turn 2, and we can play Tuvok for free. We can card play Lewis Zimmerman through the Temporal Micro Wormhole. He then allows us to play either Revised Neelix or Stephen Hawking. We'll go with Revised Neelix for free. Alright, we haven't downloaded anybody this turn, so we're just going to holodeck Door. We're going to holodeck Door, and we're going to grab Revised Paris. He's going to get Earn Your Rank. And then that way we now have Command Star, so now we can move Voyager to here. Because now the holograms, your holographic leaders gain, he's an officer. So he gains the Command Star, and then Lewis Zimmerman has the Staff Star to move. Your other non-civilian gains Staff Star. So then, of course, like, he would have had Staff Star, so it doesn't really matter. Okay. Unfortunately, the Outpost does not have a holodeck, so we can't mess around with any of that yet. So then, once again, we're just going to go ahead and draw our 3 cards. Alright, well, we can't play another Tuvok, unfortunately. Okay. Okay, so 7 of 9 is going to play for free to the Federation Outpost. We will have Stephen Hawking play for free to Lewis Zimmerman. We can play Assigned Mission Specialist, but it doesn't really do us any good. So we're just going to play Ayala. And then we're going to holodeck Door. And we're going to holodeck Door. Oddly enough, I think what we're going to do is we're going to grab the Doctor. We're going to grab the Doctor. He's going... and then we got to draw. We draw from that. That's pretty good. Then we can special download Mobile Holo Emitter. That allows us to put revised Tom Paris onto the Outpost with Tuvok. And then end of turn we can just simply draw our 3 cards. Cool. Opponent's turn, we can go to the top and we can get Admiral Riker. And then he can download the Enterprise A. Alright. That's counted down twice, so we just have one more turn with it, but it's not going to matter. And then we have one more turn where we're just going to go Chakotay for free. We will do... We'll do B'Elanna Torres. No, or do we want to just do the mission specialists? Yeah, let's just do our assigned mission specialists and grab them. And then now we can make an attempt. So yeah, we're just going to go ahead and yeah. We can take all our people, and then Seek Sporocystian life form is here, and we can literally just literally fly to there. And we have like 13 people that we can attempt with. And that should be enough for us to like push through a lot of things. Although we don't necessarily want to have Lewis Zimmerman go along with. But I think we're good otherwise. Yeah, I think we'd be good otherwise. So we'll see what we face here. So we're just going to shuffle Patty's Dilemmas, and then the first like applicable... Okay, so we're just going to... it's just going to be Dead End. So... Dead End, it would be in a dual combo most likely. I don't know. I mean... I don't know if he would put persistent individuality. He's got 17 dilemmas, so I think if Dead End is there, then he would just have like a singleton dilemma behind it, maybe. I don't know what Patty's Dilemma combos are with this deck, like, at all. I wonder if he would... I wonder if his two-card combo is actually like a planet combo or something. Because he's got like... He's got enemies of the state, and then he's also got like a little fun every day. So I'm not sure. So let's just put, I mean, this is obviously a combo. And then this is a combo for sure. And then he's got, I think he'd probably have Linguistic Ledger Domain and then Romulan Mind Probes behind it. Okay, so let's assume that that's what we end up facing. So there's that. Okay. And then end of turn, we'll draw our 3 cards again. That's really good. We go to turn 4, and we can play B'Elanna for free. Or opponent's turn, we will download Captain Spock. And then our turn, we will play B'Elanna for free. We'll play Vic Fontaine for free directly to Louis Zimmerman. And then we can card play. We can card play the Dauntless. And then this is gone. And then we will holodeck Door. And we will get Revised Janeway. And then we'll have Voyager fly to here, and then we'll switch to the Dauntless, and then we'll have everybody. Yeah, we'll just have everybody get on the Dauntless. Then the Dauntless is going to come to our as yet unrevealed space mission, and we will attempt it with all these people. So now, since we have we are 3 space, 3 planet, since this is dual, these 2 are space, so it's gonna definitely be a persistent individuality combo. And then I just don't know what he's got going on. I assume I'm just gonna make a guess that one of the combos is maybe this, and then he's got Pawns of the Military along with a persistent individuality, and then I don't know what the other dilemma would be. Maybe this is the 2-card combo. Is this right here? Could be. Seems likely given what else is available here. I mean, he could have the Hippocratic Oath be here as well. That seems like a combo as well. Because then that leaves that as a combo. That leaves that as the 2-carder. I suppose that could be the 2-carder. Sure. Let's go with that. And then we'll go odds and evens. It's even, so we're going to face this one. Okay, so then he's going to go get Aphasia Device, nanobiogenic fugitives, right? Okay. Alright, so we're facing a Phasia device. To start with, it's going to disable someone. It'll be the person on the far left. Stephen Hawking is disabled. 2 medical, 2 bio is cured with the doctor. So that goes away. And then nanobiogenic fugitives, 2 personnel with engineer or 1 personnel with physics. We're going to go 1 personnel with physics, most likely. Because Captain Spock, we don't want to put in danger if we can help it. He doesn't have anything else that we don't have like duplicated in other people, so he's a great physics target. And then we need to have 2 computer skill and physics remaining. So there's physics and computer skill, and then computer skill times 2 on B'Elanna. So that goes away. Then there's the Hippocratic Oath, and it's most cunning medical. So the doctor is almost undoubtedly going away because he's medical and high cunning. I don't think anybody else even has medical. Oh, we have Alyssa Ogawa, but she's not. Yeah. Okay. So Alyssa Ogawa. So the doctor has to relocate, is it to the nearest planet, right? And still have medical upon arrival. So he has to relocate with his doohickey majobber. But he's relocating to Bopak 3. Then the persistent individuality, and we have VIP, officer, engineer, science, security, medical, civilian. We have all of the things. So we blow by that, and then you just trust that we can solve. So we're going to solve that mission for 30 points and not be stopped. And then we need to solve a planet mission. We need to get enough points out of it. Oh, sorry. We get, just so you know, we get 5 bonus points from assigned mission specialist, and I'm not going to tell you how. Just trust me that we do. So we're at 35 points. We can theoretically just do Make New Home, but I want to show you guys Optimize Performance Venue in action. So we're going to have the Dauntless fly back to here. We did have music get stopped. We're gonna try to not solve Optimize Performance Venue, but sure. Voyager still has enough range to get there, because 3, 6, 9, 10. We needed 2 staffing icons. We're going to play staffing icons next turn, so we're good. We're going to play a staffing icon next turn. Okay. So we can fly all the way to here, and then we'll just have our non-holograms beam down and attempt. We can also theoretically just leave leadership behind so that we don't accidentally solve. That's also very plausible. So let's just do that. We will beam down and then we'll attempt Performance Venue with crew number 2. So then now we gotta flip a coin here. I would assume that Patty would not put this wheat combo there, but then again, he might just put this 2-card combo at Make New Home. Assuming that we're not going to attempt it, because Optimized Performance Menu is definitely the mission that's sticking out as the mission that we'd want to probably attempt and solve. So let's assume that he does that. He puts a little fun every day here, along with that, and then this combo is here. And then that leaves this combo for the other mission. Alright, so we beam down an attempt. He's going to download 3 Dissonant Personnel, I believe. And it's obviously these 3. It's those 2, and then he pulls Ari out of the deck, I'm sure. And so then we need to have an 8, 18. We need to have greater than 27. Integrity. We don't have that. We do not have that. Okay. So then they will stop, and we're okay with that. And then, end of turn, we're just going to draw our 3 cards. That's perfectly fine. We go to turn 5, and we can go Harry Kim's music for free, another Stephen Hawking for free to what's his name, and then we can card play Catherine Janeway. On the opponent's turn, we would have downloaded Curator Quarren to that location. And he would be able to download hollow projectors onto the planet for us. Alright, so what we do is we beam up, and then we beam Chakotay, 7 of 9, B'Elanna. We beam them down in non-aligned mode, and then they battle these 3. So let's just roll some dice here. So our 7 of 9 takes on to Kenny, and she stuns him. Then we'll do an odd and even roll. So our B'Elanna takes on her and kills her. And then that leaves Chakotay versus Ari and stuns him. And then we get to kill one of them. So odd or even, so then Ari dies. So that's so funny. I mean, it doesn't matter. Then we can have Oh wait. Yeah. Only non-aligned leader that we have. We don't have any other like non-aligned leaders or anything, do we? No, we do not. What we can do though, and this is funny to me. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna just beam down Vic Fontaine and Vic Fontaine and Louis Zimmerman are gonna beam down, and then away team will stop to the enemies of the state because they can't get past those guys. They can't get past him. So then they'll stop, and then we'll execute the special download with Vic Fontaine, and then that's going to get us Hager. And then Hager can just wail onto Kenny Gemmer. So then to Kenny Gemmer will stop. And now the enemies of the state is basically defunct, so we'll just get it out of the way. Then we could just beam everybody else down. Now we wouldn't know what's coming, and the Dauntless would fly over here with everybody else. We have holograms to spare. So we would probably just have like revised Janeway attempt with like say revised Paris, and they would beam down just to see what it is. They would hit the Denovan, one would die, one would continue, doesn't matter which, because then the other one's just going to die to the Hanonian land eel, and then we would have science and security and strength of everybody else to get past it. So then we get past that. And then we would be able to solve, optimize performance venue with diplomacy, leadership, and engineer. So we would have engineer mission specialists, we would have diplomacy and leadership, and then we would have 1 music, 2 music, 3 music, 4 music, 5 music. But we have the 4 music. So they would beam down, they would attempt, they would solve for the 40 points plus 5 mission specialist points. And we're at 80. The Dauntless has enough range left because it will have moved 7. No, it does not have range left, but Voyager does. So we can just beam up. These are all the people that are stopped. And the Dauntless is there to pick them up for later. And then we can just have everybody here on Voyager attempt this space mission again. And then it's the nanoprobes. Okay. So, person on the left, whoever ends up on the left. Alright. Stellar Engineer Music Youth. So, obviously, our musics will continue. And then Harry Kim. Has Engineer. She has Engineer. And Neelix has Engineer. Stellar Cartography Youth. Stellar Cartography. Okay. That's kind of crazy. At least 1 printed skill. Yeah. That goes away, and then it's Anthro Exo, which I don't think we have. Well, there's Anthro. No, we don't have Anthro Exo. So we're locked out of this mission for a bunch of turns. We didn't have Exo no matter what. I don't think we have Exo in play right now. Oh, we do. It's on 7 of 9. And she would have been able to continue with stellar cartography. No. Alright. So we're just stopped and locked out of Seek Sporocystian life form for so many turns it doesn't matter. But we have solved this mission, and we have solved this mission. End of turn, we're just going to draw our 3 cards. Nothing's helpful. We can go Ayala for free. We could go Revised 7 of 9 for free. And we can card play literally nothing. So we can Holodeck Door. And we can get Revised Kim. So that he can Reflection Therapy something if we need it. That would have been helpful last turn. So we're just going to have to like do a mission. Track Mutated Crew is reachable easily. Both ships can get there and just bio-exo and whatever, but we don't have access to any of our... realistically, we don't have access to any of our holograms. But Make New Home... I don't know if Make New Home is the easiest thing to do or not. We can try to get ourselves all the way over here to this other space mission. Because Voyager can reach it. And again, you're just going to have to trust me on that. But we want the Dauntless to reach it. We could always have a quantum slipstream drive into it, and then just take the risk. So yeah, let's just do that. We will just simply have Voyager get there, and we will quantum slipstream drive the Dauntless there as well. For no other reason than we can. Whoops, that's not the card. This one. And we have like everybody available to us. We could even grab Tabor if we wanted to, which why not? But realistically though, I mean, good gosh, do we even really need like the holograms here? I mean, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We still literally have 19 people that can attempt anyway. Oh, sorry, 18 people that we can have attempt anyway. I mean, as long as we keep 2 honor back, we're totally fine. I mean, Tabor and Chakotay just solve. I mean, it's Anthro, Arc, and 2 honor. I mean, Tabor and Chakotay just do the mission. And we could always have his reflection therapy available to us, like in the middle of the mission, because this group has 1 honor. It has 1 honor, but it has no treachery, so I couldn't do that. I couldn't reflection therapy that in. I mean, for crying out loud, it really feels like that'd be the better way to do it, but, you know. Yeah, we'll just leave these 2 guys behind. Instead of doing the space mission, we'll just be here, and we'll just save that. And then these guys can just be up on the ship, just in case it's somehow like a Jolly Chew or something, because they'd have staffing and transporter skill. So then we would just attempt make new home here. Okay. I need 2 civilian, which I have. And then that. See, this is the thing. I don't know. It'll stop Alyssa because she's the only medical. No, wait. Hager is also a medical. Okay, so for all intents and purposes, we don't pass this now. Cannot pass this now, but on the very next turn we would just pass it. We could reflection therapy another medical onto basically anybody. And then we would have medical and 2 bio, or 2 medical and a nurse. Or 2 bio and a nurse. Well, actually, see here, we would potentially solve right now when it's randomly selected, right? And it's 2 bio and a nurse. Well, we have 2 bio with her. So this is a 50-50. So we'll go odds or evens to be stopped. Okay, it did stop her. So it was a 50-50 to solve that turn, 100% to solve the next turn. So then that's the deck as it's played. Okay, now let's flip over. Let's flip over and see how it goes the other direction. All right. So it took, I think 7 turns or 8. I think it took 7 turns. I wasn't really keeping track closely enough, but I think it was about 7 turns for the deck to win. It encountered some hiccups and whatever. So let's just go ahead and let's get this nonsense out of the way. Okay, so drew our 7 for this deck. Card play, I believe he downloads, it looked this way to me, he downloads a universal ship. And then free plays somebody. It was free play Broca to the Central Command. And then assign support personnel Dominion war efforts. And then downloads this. So then we can, I don't know who the security target is. I want to say it's actually Overseer Odo. But I don't think that that's possible. Okay, hold on. 1 once each turn, your blah 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 with any intelligence may report for free. I thought there was a way they could just like report directly to people, because like. Oh, it's the that's what it is. We get it with I'm a doctor. We get him with I'm a doctor, not a bricklayer. So it's any security then. And I don't know if we start with Jasad or not. I'm not sure about that. Let's assume not for right now. 2 computer skill though. Who's his 2 computer skill? He's almost undoubtedly the security guy, so I'm pretty sure he's the security guy. Is there no like double? Is there no double computer skill that he just has that in there to protect a download? Maybe that's what it is. Which would make sense. Yeah, I don't see 2 computer skill. Unless he's already in hand. No. Okay, so he must be in there just for... This must be in here just to protect a download. Which is fine. And then we assign support personnel download. We need somebody with a skill with a staffing icon, so let's go with him. And then the Keldon Advance can just travel through the wormhole and be there. Alright. Oh, and we can take charge here as well while we're thinking about it. So we can just take charge, secure homeworld here while we're there with a legate. Then leave. Then go to here. And then we get 3 card draws, I think, because we have new arrivals. And we have cross-quadrant expansion. Matching ship at a Gamma Quadrant location. And then, yeah, we have our natural 3rd draw. Turn 2. Coronus just plays for free directly to him. And we can card play. It doesn't matter really, does it? Let's just card play Chavin, who then relocates. And then we can assign support personnel anybody. So let's get Yulani Baylor's science. And then I assume he's trying to do Chart Stellar Cluster. And is attempting to 2-mission win, I think. Let's fly the Keldon Advanced here. It is -2 range, so it's only 8 to get to it. And then we will download... where is it? There it is Combined Strike. Yeah. Alrighty, and then we just have 6 people in play. That's not really enough. I don't really want to attempt this mission with just 6 people. So then we're going to wait another turn. Alright, what do we got over here? VIP Officer Science Medical. We need Engineer and Civilian. Engineer Security and Civilian. So there's Civilian. So Universal for free, relocates. Card play is an engineer. And then assign support personnel. We're going to try to find an engineer. Medical. Another medical. Medical science. Security. Yeah, we'll just get him. That'll give us, whoops. That'll give us some protection against, yeah, that'll give us some protection against persistent individuality, and then we would attempt here. Alright, there's the primal urges. It's not doubled, so it's just pick 2. Let's just pick Coronus for the female, and then I suppose Jirax for the guy, and then they're going to relocate all the way to the Delta Quadrant. Quantum Leap. An officer, and then we need security and 2 archaeology. So an officer, there is no time locations in place, so our officer is going to go away. So our officer is discarded. We have 1 archaeology, 2 archaeology, and we lost our security. No, we have security. So we actually passed that, which is crazy. So we passed that. And then we hit female's love interest garbage scow. So she's the only female now. And she'll go to here. And then stopped. And then we no longer have 2 engineer to move the thing, which is fine. So that's turn 3, and we'll draw. Opponent relocated the doctor over here. But he's a hologram and can't be killed, so that messes us up. So we need an engineer. We do not have one in hand. We'll place a skull for free. We will play. Oh, hold on. Gosh, I needed an engineer. Two science, two computer skill, two stellar cartography. Two science. Two science, stellar cartography, computer skill. So I need a computer skill and a stellar cartography yet. And an engineer. So there's a computer skill. There's a computer skill. There's a stellar cartography. Well, we need an engineer. So we'll stick with it being Ducat for right now. And then we're going to assign support personnel. And I don't know that we have any more engineer. I don't think we have any engineer. I mean, there's stellar cartography. But we need an engineer. Can't do anything without the engineer. We have plenty of engineers. They're not showing up. Yeah, okay. Okay, well that's just simply turn 4, draw 3. And still no engineer. Turn 5. Play for free. Card play. Assign support personnel. So we're going to have to just change missions here for a moment. So we'll fly to here and then we will attempt. M113 creature, there is no humans. So now we want to target navigation or stellar cartography. So no. Navigation, stellar cartography, double navigation, stellar cartography. Yeah, we're going to kill Ducat, but then that gets passed, and then need double diplomacy, which we do not have, because I just killed Ducat. We didn't have double diplomacy anyway. So that'll damage the ship and fling it towards far end. So 5 versus 5 is the same, so it can fling it either direction. So let's damage it first. Two random kills and thrown. So the ship is damaged. 2 people die at random. So death be upon Chabin. And death be upon Baroka. So there goes our other engineer. And then throw the ship. And we're going to throw it this way because we just killed an engineer. Now let's just throw it this way just because it doesn't matter. Well, it does actually. Because if they want to try to get reinforcements or they want to pick her up, yeah, let's fling them this way. So that's turn 5. Okay, end of turn, draw 3. Well, we found a engineer now finally. Turn 6, Dinar for free, relocates. Evac relocates as the card play. Do we have, yep, we have another support personnel on the deck. Well, let's grab draw. Oh, we would have downloaded Combined Strike onto that mission as well. We can get lower decks, not that it matters. We don't need to repair the ship yet. Oh, we would have played Terrell, not him. That's who I meant to play, because we want to just beat the 2 diplomacy. So we can fly 4 to here, and then we beat the GOM-2 with everybody. Solve the mission, because we played the engineer, right? We were smart enough to play the engineer, right? Yep. Engineer, diplomacy, stellar cartography, anthropology. So these 2 guys do it all. And then we can go, so that was 4, 5, and score 5 points and 5 points. We score 40. But we need to do a 3rd mission now because we can't capture anybody. We're unable to capture anybody and unable to set up a labor camp because of it. So we have to do a 3rd mission. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We can't get there. So then we might as well and we still don't have the 2nd engineer in hand yet, do we? Dang. Mm-hmm. 4, 5. We can get to Krasari Rendezvous and attempt, I suppose. So let's go through. Discard to get a wormhole navigation schematic. Let's just discard this copy of Ari. We got so many of him. And then we can fly here. And then we can attempt Krasari Rendezvous. Alright, so a new game is going to download those two, and we're going to do it in that order. So, randomly select 3 people, but we get to exclude somebody. Let's exclude Tane for no other reason than we can. Oh, no, wait. Who's their highest integrity guy? We can exclude an Ari. Yep, we're excluding Ari. Alright, 3 people, random selection, choose. So it's her, and him, and him. If any combination works out, the 2 of them are integrity of 14 or less. He's a 9, but he's a 5. And then she's also a 9. So I can send Dorza or Mason away. Obviously, we send Dorza away. So we send Dorza away, and then Chula Crossroads is immediately probe, then draw a probe card. Yeah, it doesn't qualify. It's not any of those things. So they step a personnel of their choice. We're obviously just going to go ahead and target your navigation or your sterile cartography again. So navigation, stellar cartography, or just stellar cartography. Yeah, I think we're going to stop your navigation / stellar cartography guy. He gets stopped. And then there's that. So now we have to choose. So here's the thing. We now blow this ship to Kingdom Come. Because it doesn't have 3 navigation and does not have astrostellar. We either just take 3 flips or we take 1 flip and the ship relocates to the Delta Quadrant where we can't retrieve it anyway. And so it doesn't really matter. So we're just going to choose 1 flip and relocation because it doesn't matter. So because it's been set up that no matter what, we're always going to get destruction on 3 flips because we're at 30. Everything's 35 or greater. So the ship just gets blown up. And that is, of course, the point of what's happening with the space combos with the deck. Is that as long as we can get... it's astrophysics and stellar cartography. Whoops. I'm stupid. We gotta back up a second. It's astrophysics and stellar cartography. We did not care about navigation. So, we would not have... Oh, it's stellar cartography, so it's astrophysics. So we would double check here. What's the astrophysics situation? Because there's no... Oh my gosh, they got like so much of it. So much of it. And then there's like 2... No, they would have beaten it. They would beat it. Because... multiple stellar cartographies and like 3 astrophysics means, and then the people that were selected were these 3, and it doesn't matter because there's still like 2 more astrophysics behind it. So never mind. I stupid. I'm momentarily dumb. So then they're going to beat the Caretaker's Wave, and then medical classifications is 1, or transporter skill 1 is just 1. So then we're bouncing off of that. That was turn 6. We draw. Okay, we can play play that for free. So this is turn 7. Play that for free, and then we've got we need medical, classification, or transporter skill. Well, that gets to be really easy. We're just gonna go for free card play, and then there's just one more in here. Yep, her. She's also medical. And then we can 4, 5, 6. So let's do this then. We will go 4 to here. We're going to simply protect. I mean, we got all this medical. So let's say 3 medicals and then officer and double treachery. We can't even solve that mission because we don't have double treachery. We have 1 treachery. So then we might as well just push through here. So then we just, we'll download 4 Cardassia onto a Legate. The Legate will be Terrell. And then we're just going to protect him. And we'll have everybody else attempt. I mean, we'll just have everybody attempt. Screw it. Okay, so Metron Arena. Okay. The Nabrantane goes to there. And the attempt ends. Then we can reevaluate. We'll just have everybody attempt again. Male's love interest. So Terrell's going to go away. And then we need a medical to beam over. Let's beam him over for 5 points. Most cunning medical. Medical 1. Medical 2. Medical 3. Medical number 4. 8, 7, 5, 7. The 8 is also universal. It is also officer leadership. No, officer leadership. Officer. So he actually gets another +2, doesn't he? Cunning +2, strength +2. He's also universal. So he's actually an 11 and he's a 10. So he's actually the most cunning medical right now. Well, it doesn't even matter, does it? It's random selection, isn't it? I'm just being silly here. Do I have 2 biology beyond them? No, I don't. So if she gets stopped, they'll fail. So if she gets stopped, they'll fail. And then, well, okay, whatever. So we'll just roll here. He stops. And then we do pass it. And then leadership times 2. 1 leader. No, we can't. We can't solve. So that's turn 7. Draw our 2 cards. That's hilarious. One, 2, 3, 7 again. So yeah, doesn't matter. Okay, so turn 8, we definitely win. 2, 6, 8, right? We literally just need to play a leader and 2 treachery. We need to play a leader and a treachery. Wait, we have a leader here. We have a leader back here. So we don't need to play a leader. We just need to play any treachery. We need to play any treachery. Do we have any treachery? In hand. Yes, I do. N-Tech plays for free. Or N-Tech's the card play. And then we will card play a Prakesh. And then we win because we'll just have the damaged ship grab them, and then we can attempt and solve. And then the Prakesh can come over here, and we have 3 medical and whatever. So turn 8 win. Relocating people didn't matter as much as I'd hoped. This deck just randomly has so much stellar cartography. It's ridiculous. But it also shows how much stellar cartography it took to get through what we were trying to do. The deck had to have like 3 stellar cartography in play like all the dang time in order to get past the Caretaker's Wave. Which is just something that apparently these Cardassians are just good at. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. In a week, I'll have another release day video for you. Yeah, keep going to the website to see the other cards being spoiled. Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. May the prophets be with you.